Today was an exhausting day. I'm glad it's finally over. So we decided to treat ourselves to some hometown cuisines. And it's near the Melbourne CBD in the late spring. These are such nice little trees. Those trees tell the history of the Melbourne CBD. It's been very long since the architecture's been here. I only spent several hours in my nearby nursery, enough for me to know that plants are quite deceiving. Even for trees that can grow to 4 or 5 stories high, they can look quite fragilely little, naive when they are little. So you can't tell. They're quite different in different phases of their life. After the nursery, I found out there are 2 trees in my neighbor's garden that will grow really large. We are trying out this restaurant, spicy Asian cuisine, Xiang, a cuisine from a province named Hunan. Actually, Hunan in the past is famous for its mountain bandits. So you can imagine why Mao Zedong is from this province and he won and became the king. Girls born in this province are famous for their sassiness. And the main dish it's advertising on the wall most of is a chili fish head. Yes, it's the head of a fish cut in half covered with chili. Usually it's quite disappointing to try out Chinese cuisine outside China because they most of the time adapt to the local clientele and the taste becomes somewhat in the middle. They put on dish quite speedy, so this is bamboo deep frying smoked meat. Stir-fried beef. A signature dish of smelly bean curd tofu. Fish head covered in chili is quite famous, and a lot of Hunan restaurants use it as its main course. When I was a teenager, there was a restaurant near my house, and they specialize in this fish head chili course, and it's quite addictive. When people go there, they would order 5 or even more just for one table. It's not surprising that the fish head is the most authentic during all these dishes we ordered. I guess people who order the fish head is quite authentic Chinese too. So my husband Long is having a compulsive loop of the song 小鸡小鸡 by Wang Rong in his head. If anyone who is interested can search it up. And my son wouldn't let me sing this song too. Usually this happens when...
because it's really annoying.
Usually this is because the songs...
Because it's really annoying and it actually is, and no excuses here.
It's really successful and sticky.
I wouldn't consider it successful, but I guess other people do.
It's a forever topic in our family, that is whether we should move in the city. We talk about it, but we never do. That is mainly because the housing around the city core is very expensive, but the capital gain in the city core, like the apartment, is not so great. So in the past few years, we always end up in small cities. Small, I mean like 1 million to 2 million people. I have a deep impression about this building. It has 3 stories full of sportswear brands. So the name is DFO South Wharf. If you want fine sportswear, this is where you want to go.